computer says 4:59, but my phone says 5:05. I don't know. It doesn't really matter. So I was humming and hawing about what I was going to talk about today, and I decided that I had to go outside to go feed the outside dog who doesn't really belong to me. And I thought, I'm going to do a fun little walking tour of my neighborhood, my yard, and then I'm going to bring you inside my house. So today's live is a walking tour of my hood and my home. So if you're new to the channel, my name is Eva, and this is Women Blazing Trails. So I'm going to turn the camera around, and I'm going to explain some things to you as I'm walking through and talking about some of the things. I'll talk about some of the different things and some of the quirks and weird things that are here in Guatemala in my house and all that stuff. So let me turn the camera around. Let me see how I do that. There we go. And let's go outside. I'm going to take you. I hope I don't lose you, and I hope you can still. There's the dog that doesn't belong to me. She's eating. So this is Snap. And she actually, I always have food for her. She actually belongs to my landlord's, hi Melissa, she belongs to my landlord's son. Anyway, she practically lives here. So let me just take you outside into my neighborhood. And there might be some dogs out here. There's one dog in particular, I haven't seen her in a really long time. I'm just going to take you right out. This is how our door's locked. This is the little callejon that I live on. Most of the little callejons are dirt roads. Or dirt paths, I should say. So there's a public health clinic used to be back there. So I'll take you out into the main street, and then where they evacuated this entire neighborhood because this whole street got flooded. And they haven't fixed it since, so it's a nightmare to drive on, even on my scooter. One of these days, I swear to God, I'm going to drop my scooter because it's really hard to drive on. I'm just going to take you right onto the main street, then we're just going to turn around and go home because it's going to be really loud out here. So hang on a second. So that street just leads up to the next town, and this street leads into town, and you can see it's quite loud. And let's just go back to my home because it's quieter over there. So there are two sections to my town. I live across the river in the xoxo section, and across the river is the Panajachel section, which is where the grocery stores are, all the stores are, all the shopping, most of everything. There's a parking lot just over there. Anyway, that's where most of everything is in the Panajachel side. And I live on the xoxo side. So it's a little bit quieter, a little bit. So I should say a little bit. Over here, somewhere over here, I don't know if it's this house. Hi, sister. Or one of the houses. Oh, look, you can see, I think it's going to rain tonight. I don't know if you can see the clouds coming in over, oh, you can, coming in over the mountains. Anyways, one of these houses, they gotta have 25 or 30 dogs. Oh my God. So it can get really loud sometimes with the dogs barking. Really loud. And there's a couple of little houses here. My landlord owns 3 or 4 of them. And that's it. This is the end of my street. So it's pretty quiet. There's a dog that lives on this roof. I haven't seen him in a while. Actually, I haven't heard him in a while. I hope he's okay. And so here, just to show you, because in one of my videos I did, so that there is a water cistern, and that's where this home here we get water. All the houses here have cisterns, and that's where you get your water from, your, not drinking water. Oh, something just shit on my head. Not your drinking water, but your water to wash your dishes, to shower, all comes from these things here, which are piped in. The water is piped in from, I don't even think I want to know. So let's go back inside. So my landlord is a carpenter, and he built my house, his house. He owns a woodworking shop. So this is this is his woodworking shop. Nobody's here right now, so it's nice and quiet. So this is his little woodworking shop. Him and his compañero. Hang on, lock my door. His compañero are here working every day. Oh shit! Hang on. I'm trying. This is how I lock my door. I'm trying to. There. And there's Snap. She's such a good girl. Hi, pretty girl. Hi, pretty girl. She cries every time she sees me. I don't know why. She just cries. So this is my scooter under here, and I cover my scooter so it doesn't get bird shit all over it. Hi, where are you going? And every house has like 99% of the homes have pilas, and this is where most people actually do their laundry and wash things is in the pila. We actually have a washing machine. My landlord bought us a washing machine. I share the washing machine with the young man who lives in this house here, so we share it. So we don't have to wash our clothes in the pila, but most people do. We have a washing machine, so that's pretty great. So this is my little yard. What can I say? So all of this was already here when I moved in. It's not flowering right now. It was flowering about a month ago. Everything else I planted. I'm pretty proud of myself, if I must say. So this is where, hang on. So this is where my water comes from. I don't have one of those things that sits on the roof. I have this, and you lift up the lid and all the water is inside that tank. And this tank is fed from another tank on another one of his properties. I don't quite understand it. So this is my yard. I planted I tossed some mint seeds in the ground, and now my ground is covered in mint leaves. Everything grows pretty lush around here. This is my lemon tree. I got lemon seeds from Canada 3 years ago, and this is 3 years of growth. So that's my lemon tree. And there's Snap, who now is my dog, I guess. And this is my house. Hang on a second. So this is my house, just so you can see. I know I have my Christmas bows are still up. I'm a weirdo. So this is my house, and we don't have dryers, so I have 2 clotheslines. There's one and there's the other. I put clotheslines up. The balcony just got finished just before New Year's Eve, because when I moved in last June, and for 7 months, I did not have a balcony. Oh, it's raining. We're going inside. I did not have a balcony, so he got it fixed before my son came. So we have a balcony now. So this is my yard. There's Snap. Snap, it's raining. You don't care? All right. So let's go inside. Pardon me. So I have a loft-style house, which means there's just one big room on the main floor, and I have 2 floors, so there's one big room on the second floor. And so the one thing about Guatemala homes, well, the more economical homes, when they build them, there's not a lot of cupboards or kitchen shelves or anything like that. So when I moved here, the only shelf cupboard was that's it, that's all. So I asked him to build me another table, and there's a shelf in there for all my Tupperware and containers. I had this shelf, so I brought this with me. This is where all my cups and plates and silverwares, and then I bought this shelf, and so there's shelves. I have shelves. There's shelves everywhere. This house came with a 2-burner countertop burner, and I asked him if I could please have a stove with an oven, so he bought me a new stove with an oven. Most kitchens only come with 1 sink, and most kitchens usually they don't have hot water in the kitchen sink. You wash your dishes in cold water, and I asked him if he could please hook up the hot water to the kitchen sink, because I do have hot water. There's my tank right there. So he did hook up my dirty dishes. He did hook up the hot water to the kitchen sink. I was super happy about that. You cannot drink the tap water, so everybody has, I should lift that. Everybody has garrafones, which is those. Everybody has one. Or you have a filter, you have an eco filter, so you can have drinkable water, because you can't drink the water from the tap. Some people don't even brush their teeth with the water from the tap. I do. I mean, should I or shouldn't I? I don't know, but I do. So this is where all the magic happens right here. This is my workstation. So because I have a loft style house, I had to be really, how can I say it? I had to really strategic about how I placed everything and because I don't like clutter. I like everything to just flow smooth and let the energy flow through my house nicely. So this was the best I could do. This sectional actually has 2 more pieces that aren't down here. They're upstairs because they just didn't fit down here, and I didn't want to cram this with a bunch of furniture. So shoes are here, no closets down here. No, no closets. I bought a shoe rack. So I bought this shoe rack on the street, and I tied it to my scooter with a shoelace and brought it home. That's how you do stuff around here. You find something and you're like, I want that. You buy it, you tie it to you strap it to your scooter, and you drive it home. So let's go. Well, here's the bathroom. The bathroom is pretty small, but it's pretty, I mean, it's got everything that I need. So I am fortunate enough that I have a gas hot water shower. Most places don't. Most places have suicide showers, which is, I'm going to leave a link to my last video, and you'll be able to see. So it's really just a shower head, and there are wires sticking out of it because it's electric. Your shower head is electric. Your shower is electric. So mine is gas, so I don't have to have a suicide shower. And they call them suicide showers because you can get electrocuted while you're having a shower. I mean, that's the bottom line. You can, period, at the end. I do have a little window here. So most of the houses actually don't have screens on their windows, which is, I don't get it. So I asked my landlord to put a screen on this window, but I found this room was really cold, so I just stuffed a towel. It's just cold. There is no hot water in the bathroom sink. It's cold, so I wash my face, brush my teeth, everything. Well, brush my teeth fine, but I wash my face with cold water. This is only cold, and I do have some shelves up here. So my bathroom actually has some pretty good shelves and stuff. So let's go upstairs. Let me turn off the lights. I pay for my own hydro, and my hydro bill monthly is about, I want to say like $35 to $40 a month for my hydro. And I have my fireplace running in the morning and in the evening. I have an electric fireplace. I have my fan blowing on me every night, all night. I have all my lights are on. So $35, $40 a month for my hydro, I think is a pretty good price. Anyway, let's go upstairs. So I told you my landlord built this house, eh? Yeah. So I love this house. I think it's a beautiful house. Oh, you got to meet my kitties. Oh, you have to see this. So my kitten Gracie completely destroyed the beds. She tore all that netting out of the box springs from the beds. So I have 2 beds in my bedroom because when my son comes or if I have company, there's a spare bed here. And this is my wall because this is a loft style house. There's no walls. So I built a curtain wall. So when he comes, we have a little bit of privacy. So this is my curtain wall. Oh, there's cat number 1 and cat number 2. There's my furry, stinky critters. So I'm fortunate enough I have a bathroom. I have 2 bathrooms. I have another bathroom upstairs. No door. The doors just aren't a thing here. So there's no door. So I put a curtain up, and this is literally just toilet and sink and cold water. And that's all it is. And this is fine for me. I'm actually, if this house didn't have a second bathroom, like upstairs with the bedroom, I wouldn't have been able to take it because I get up 10 times a night to piss. There would have been no way I would have been able to go up and down those stairs 10 times a night just to take a piss. So it would have been a deal breaker. This is the only closet that's in the house, the only one. So everything is like, my clothes are in there, my coats, my suitcases, my vacuum cleaner, like everything. My sewing machine is up there. My Christmas tree is up there. Everything is crammed in this closet that doesn't have a door. I'm going to ask him, maybe he's always really busy, but one day I think I'm going to ask him if he would be interested in extending the closet so I could have like a real closet and like put things in there. I don't know. So here's the other two pieces of my couch. You can see there's just clearly no room for those. And this is my backyard. My backyard. This is the back. When you look out my windows, there's no screens on these windows. These are double door. If I stand back, you can see them. They're big double pane, double door windows, but I can't open them ever because my cats will jump out the door. They'll fly out the fucking door, out the window. And he hasn't put a screen on. I've asked him a few times if he could put screens on, and he hasn't yet. So I feel like that's something that I'm just going to have to hire that to somebody, see if somebody else will do that for me. I'll ask him first if somebody can do that for me. And then I can open those, because I can't open those windows ever because my cats will be gone. And there's dogs back there. So I can't ever open these windows. But I can't open these windows, but there's no breeze through. So, so here's my balcony, which finally just got finished. I have to show you something really cool. I think this is like the best, not the best part. So this is my balcony, my dying plants. And usually there's two crazy dogs up on the roof there that just bark at me all the time. They're not here. So anyway, so look, look, like right here, I have an avocado tree. They're not ready. These aren't ready. There's something wrong with this avocado tree. I can't quite figure it out, but most of the avocados have been just falling to their death. They haven't been growing to the fullness, and they're just falling. And so I think there's my dog. I think some of them actually hit the dog because they fall in my yard and they fall in the yard next here. So he's building another house here. And I think if it's a cheap house, I'm going to rent it and take it so I don't get any crazy neighbors. So I have an avocado tree. Avocado. Oh, there's that dog. There's one dog. That's a dog that barks all the time. That dog drives me crazy. So here's an avocado. Super cool. And there's my avocado tree. So yeah, pardon me. On a clear day, you can't right now, the volcano is right there and you can see the lake. So I do have a little bit of a nice view. I really wish somebody would cut this tree down because it's just a dumb tree that just makes my yard dirty and blocks my view. So the volcano's there, the lake is there. Can't see it today. It's cloudy. I think it is going to rain tonight. We are in rainy season, but we're having a little bit of a dry moment right now. Usually during rainy season, hello, kitty. We have 3 weeks of no rain, and then the rain starts up again. So there. Oh, so remember I was telling you we don't have screens. There was no screens on these windows either. So I asked him to put screens. I asked him to put screens on all the windows. And he's a carpenter, so he did. So he had everything done before I moved in. There was no screens on any windows. So, well, the only screens that still don't have windows are the screens on that door over there that I really want to open, but we can't, and whatever. It is what it is. So that's my house tour. And I pay, so let's talk about price. Let's go downstairs. I'm going to turn this, one thing I love about Guatemala is there's so much color. Everything is, I made those curtains with some typical fabric. Yes, I felt those earthquakes, Wiggy. There was a few we felt here. It was pretty scary. So this cat here was scared out of her tree. She came flying down the stairs. I actually had to sit down because I was standing when the earthquake started. And if you're just standing still while an earthquake is happening, you feel like you're losing your balance. Like you can't really stand. So I had to sit down. She was freaking out. She could not care less. Didn't faze her a bit. So anyways, I love colors. I love buying all the pretty, colorful things here. in Guatemala. That's one of the things. I mean, check out this staircase. I love my staircase. That's one of the things I love about here is that it's so colorful. Everything is so colorful. So we're going to sit down. I'm going to turn this around and hi, let's talk about price. Like how much does Eva pay for all of this, right? I'm sure you want to, oh, I can't put this down. I'm sure you want to know. And this is already pretty long. So so the earthquake. So let's talk about the earthquake a little bit. So we did have an earthquake. There was a series of, a couple of days ago, there was a series of like, oh gosh, I don't even know, 20, 50 earthquakes in the span of, it was like in a 48-hour period. Sorry about that light. I think it was like in a 24 or 48-hour period where we just kept having quakes and tremors and aftershocks and quakes. It was pretty terrifying. The biggest one we felt was a 5.6, and this house shook, and we were scared. From what I've read so far, oh wow! So from what I've read so far, I think there was 4 deaths. There might be more by this point. I'm not really sure, but there was 4 deaths that were confirmed. With this earthquake, and most of the damage was done, I want to say south of me, but I'm not really sure of the location. I can't confirm that. It was far from me for sure. It wasn't anywhere near me, but we definitely felt it, and it was pretty scary. It was a scary one. Anyway, so how much do I pay for my house? I wonder if I can, let me go to my computer. Hang on a second, because I need my currency converter. So this house here, I'll give it to, stand by. 1 second. So we're not going to go to, there it is, 20, So this house here is $377 American. And I'm not going to do the Canadian conversion. That's fine. So it's $377 American for, this is a brand new 2-story house, 2 bathrooms, brand new fridge and stove with a washing machine and a yard, fenced in, private, secure, fantastic landlord. So $377 a month is a steal. I mean, that's a awesome price. For this town, because a lot of the houses now, they're getting a little bit more expensive. When I first moved down here, I was renting a house it was a nice house, 1-bedroom house, no yard. The landlord lived right beside me. It was close to town, and I was paying $250 a month US for that house, and that was 10 years ago. So I think that house now she'd probably rent it for $450, $500 a month. So the prices are getting higher, but still affordable. I mean, $377 for a house like this, yeah, sign me up. So still affordable, and that's if you find the right neighborhood, if you find the right landlord, if it's, for me, I find that it's right place, right time kind of thing. This place wasn't advertised. The landlord didn't post it on Facebook Marketplace. Literally, it was word of mouth, a friend of a friend of a friend. When I was looking for a house, I told everybody that I met and saw on the street, in the market, wherever, everybody, hey, I'm looking for a house. If you hear of anything, let me know. Here's my number. I told everybody that I was looking for a house with a yard that allowed dogs. That was important. I needed a house with a yard that allowed dogs. Those are the top 3 on my list. And a friend literally just said, hey, Eva, I think there's a house coming available. Here's the guy's name and number. You can message him. I did. And within a week, I had this house. And the landlord the guy hadn't even moved out yet. It wasn't even up for rent yet. This house wasn't even finished yet. There was no doorknob and the bathroom door. I was like, yeah, I'll take it. So quesadillas. Yeah. So, it's word of mouth to find housing. Every now and again, I'm not saying that there's no housing. There is housing, but to find like affordable, Like good housing, you have to, it's like, I feel like you have to know somebody. So that's about it. I don't know if there's anything else that we need to talk about. That was my walking tour. I actually wanted to take you guys out on a Friday evening and do a walking tour of the town. I think we're going to do that next. I think we're going to do that next Friday. I think we're going to go 45 empanadas. Yeah, you're funny. But there is what's super expensive? I'm sorry, Steny, I don't understand your question. I think next week we're going to do in the evening a walking tour of the town on the Friday night, because it is wild. Like, I mean, to buy a house, depends. Some of the houses now, depending on the quality and the house and who owns it, if it's a foreigner that owns it, yeah, super expensive. It's starting to thunder. If it's a local that owns it and it's a modest house, you can still get it at a pretty decent price. But if you're looking to buy a house from a foreigner, you can expect to pay United States prices. Like it's crazy. At this point, yeah, I believe that. I believe that. I believe. Who's your aunt? Maybe I know her. So anyway, what was I going to say? Oh, next Friday I think we're gonna go out in the town next Friday night, because at nighttime is when the town comes alive with colors. Kathy Glynn. Nah, Kathy Glynn. No, I'm going to say no. I don't know her. I don't think I know her. I might know her to see her. Yeah. So that's it. So that's all I got for you guys for today. I think that that was she was a choir that. Oh yeah, no, definitely don't know her. I think that was a fun tour. You got a basic idea of how things, where I live, my neighborhood, all that stuff. We're definitely next Friday. So next Friday's live is going to be later, because I want to do it at night. We're going to go downtown on the main street. It's going to be really loud. I will have my microphone, but it is going to be really loud, and I'm probably not going to do very much talking. We're just going to be doing a lot of sightseeing. So I'm going to drop some links in the chat box once I'm done the live. So I also do work with Selene. I work with 3 organizations here with stray dogs. So I probably know whoever she works with. I probably know her because I do all that already. So anyway, that's all I got for you. Thanks, Steny. That's all I got for you guys. I hope you enjoyed this fun little tour. I'll catch you all back here next week, next Friday. I'm going to drop some links in the chat. So please come back and check out some of the links in the chat box below. You can sign up to my super cool email newsletter. I'm going to drop the link down to that below as well. And that's all I got for you. Can you hear the thunder? I don't know if you can hear it. We're going to have rain tonight. Yay, I don't have to water my garden. I have to water my yard. I love you guys. Thanks for being here. I hope you enjoyed my tour. Well, I'm actually going to, Melissa, here's the thing. I'm actually going to rent the house next door, so I don't have crazy neighbors. I'm going to rent the house next door, and then I'll sublet it to people. So if you're not too crazy, then maybe I'll let you come and stay for a little while. Because I have like zero tolerance for like crazy people. Here's a fun little story for you before we go. Hi, Robin. One of the houses that I lived in, this was a few years ago. I loved the house. I loved the neighborhood. I had a huge yard. I mean, my yard was a football field. It was a great price, but my neighbor was fucking bananas. And she literally drove me out of the neighborhood. I couldn't handle her anymore. She had, 4 screaming cats, 3 screaming dogs. I mean, it was brutal. And thanks, Melissa. And I had to move out. I could not live beside her anymore. She would yell at 7:00 in the morning. She would yell at all her pets. I mean, it was bananas. So when he started building this house here next door, I thought, no crazy person is coming here to live beside me. I'm going to take this house. I will rent it. And that way I can control who's going to stay there. I just can't. I'm too old and I can't handle crazy neighbors. I just can't anymore. I have no patience and I have no tolerance for nonsense and stupidity, because that's exactly what it is. It's being irresponsible and inconsiderate to your neighbors, and I don't have the patience for that. It's raining. Okay, that was a bit of a rant. That's all I got. It's dinner time. I hope you guys enjoyed this live. I will catch you all back here. So don't forget, I do upload every Sunday. I have a new video, long form video every Sunday. I upload random shorts. So don't forget to hit the subscribe button, the notifications. And this way it helps YouTube know that you guys love me and they should show my stuff to more people, because I make awesome stuff. So if you do all that, you can trip the algorithm and go, yay, she's great. Gracias. She's great and we need to show her stuff to more people. Oh, it's raining really loud now. So now I feel like I'm just going to yell at you guys. So lives on Friday. Next Friday, we're going into town at night. We're going to go party. That's next Friday's lives. Sunday, upload video, random shorts throughout the week. That's all I got. I love you guys. And I'm probably saying with 11 true blue is that's great. I love you guys, and I'll see you all back here on next Friday's live. Don't forget, like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, share, all that good stuff. See you guys later. Bye.